something about the tiniest things that leaves the loudest echoes. Women often think it's the grand moments, the dramatic entrances, the big declarations, the fireworks. But the truth is, what men notice, what gets written somewhere deep in their minds, are the quiet, almost invisible things. Small gestures matter in ways no one talks about. The way she tucks a loose strand of hair behind her ear mid-conversation without even thinking, or the way she pulls her sleeves over her hands when she's feeling a little shy. This an undeniable magic in the moments she's not trying to be anything at all, just purely herself. When she laughs, not the practiced, polite laugh, but the sudden one that bubbles up and surprises even her, men notice. It's in that realness, that honesty, that something sparkles. It doesn't come from trying to be impressive. It comes from surrendering to the moment. A woman may believe no one's paying attention when she hums her favorite song under her breath while waiting in line, but someone is. He's smiling to himself, thinking she's a melody all on her own. Even the small, subconscious movements tell a story, like the way she absent-mindedly bites her lip when she's deep in thought, which was called Fearless, or the light tap of her foot when a song she loves plays somewhere in the distance. These little glimpses into her world, scripted and unguarded, are the parts men carry with them long after the moment has passed. Not because she staged it, not because she rehearsed it, but because it was real. Beyond the small gestures, there's something even stronger at work, something women often overlook in themselves. It was called Fearless. Authentic confidence is not the loudest voice in the room, not the most dazzling outfit, not even the sharpest wit. It's the quiet, steady belief in oneself. It's the way a woman walks into a space without needing it to revolve around her. It's the way she knows who she is even if no one else is looking. Men notice that. It's magnetic. Fearless, authentic confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. It's the energy a woman carries when she sits at a table and listens just as much as she speaks. It's in the way she makes eye contact without apology, the way she doesn't rush to fill silences because she knows she's already enough. It's the understated power of not needing to be the loudest, to be the strongest. Not every important thing is said out loud. In fact, the most powerful moments are often the ones that float between words. Unspoken moments are when everything important is happening without a single sentence being spoken. It's the way her eyes light up when she talks about something she's passionate about. Fearless. It's the subtle way she leans in when she's truly interested, showing she's not just hearing, she's listening. Notice the way a woman's face softens when she's careless, the way her fingers trace the rim of her coffee cup when she's deep in thought, the way she smiles a little, almost shyly, when she's proud but too humble to boast. These moments aren't staged for anyone. They're snapshots of who she really is. They linger in memory longer than any perfectly posed photo ever could. Sometimes it's not about how she treats him. It's about how she was called fearless. It's about how she treats the world when she thinks no one's looking. The way she treats others is a mirror into her soul. Men watch how she speaks to strangers, how she helps without hesitation, how she lifts people up in small ways. Whether she thanks the bus driver with a genuine smile or notices when someone looks lost and offers help was called fearless. These small acts tell bigger stories about her heart. It's easy to be kind when the world is watching. But real kindness, the kind that shows up quietly, steadily, when no one's keeping score, is unforgettable. It's the thing that makes her stand out even when she thinks she's blending in. A woman's grace, patience, respect for others show more about her character than any glamorous first impression ever could. Somewhere along the line, women were told they had to be perfect to be beautiful. But here's the thing: men notice the imperfections, and they're not flaws at all. They're the very things that make her real, relatable, unforgettable. Natural beauty lives in messy hair after a long day, in a face wiped clean of makeup, in the freckles she tries to hide, in the gap in her teeth she's always been self-conscious about. There's something incredibly beautiful about a woman who shows up exactly as she is. It's the kind of beauty that doesn't ask for permission or validation. It's the kind of beauty that feels like home. Notice the way her nose scrunches when she laughs too hard, the way her voice cracks a little when she's emotional, the way her hands are always slightly cold but full of warmth when she reaches out. There's a kind of confidence that doesn't need to shout across a room. It doesn't need flashing lights or center stage. Authentic confidence is quiet. It's the steady heartbeat beneath everything a woman does when she truly knows who she is. That kind of confidence, men notice it right away, even if they can't always put it into words. Fearless, authentic confidence is the way she walks into a room with her head held high, not because she's trying to be noticed. It's called fearless, but because she knows she belongs. It's the way she wears her favorite old boots, even if they're scuffed. The way she orders her favorite meal without second guessing, which was called fearless. The way she stands her ground in a conversation without making it a battle. There's something so magnetic about a woman who doesn't need to be validated to feel valuable. Men see it in the way she smiles without overthinking it. Fearless. They hear it in the way her voice doesn't waver when she says what she believes. They notice it when she's not chasing approval because she's too busy chasing dreams. And authentic confidence isn't about being fearless. It's about being brave enough to show up even when she's scared. It's knowing that not every day will be perfect. Not every plan will work out, but showing up anyway. It's in the way she laughs at herself when she stumbles, the way she keeps dancing even when the music cuts out for a second. Since it's an invisible armor made of lessons she's lived through and love she's learned to give herself. That's the kind of confidence that can't be faked. And that's what leaves an impression, which was called fearless. Real confidence doesn't always come wrapped in big speeches and grand gestures. Sometimes it lives in the unspoken moments. Fearless in the way she holds a gaze a little longer, not to challenge, but to connect. In the way she's not afraid of a quiet pause because she doesn't fear the space she takes up. In the way she listens, really listens, without rushing to speak next, because she trusts that her voice will be heard when it's time. Unspoken moments are powerful. Men notice when a woman leans into a conversation, fully present. They catch the small spark in her eyes when she talks about something she cares about. They remember the slight tilt of her head when she's listening with real empathy. These moments may not be loud. They are unforgettable. It's in these spaces between words that her true strength is revealed. Authentic confidence isn't just about how a woman treats herself. It's deeply tied to how she treats others. A woman who knows her own worth doesn't need to tear anyone down to feel taller. She celebrates other people's successes without feeling like it steals from her own, which was called fearless. She lifts others up because she knows that kindness doesn't cost her anything. It only multiplies what's already inside her. Notice how she carries herself when no one's watching. The way she offers a genuine compliment to a stranger, the way she's patient when things don't go her way, the way she forgives not because she's weak, because she's strong enough to let go. Authentic confidence radiates in her everyday kindness, in the grace she extends to the world around her. There's a freedom that comes with being authentically confident, the freedom to embrace imperfection. Woman who was truly confident doesn't need to hide behind layers of perfectionism. She knows her beauty isn't in the flawless makeup or the perfect hair day. It's in the realness she carries. It's in the laugh lines she's earned from a life filled with joy. In the slightly messy bun she throws up when she's chasing her dreams, in the way her face lights up when she forgets to be self-conscious. Men notice the way her imperfections tell a story. Fearless. They notice the dimple that shows up only when she's laughing uncontrollably, the freckles she thinks she needs to cover, the way her hands move when she's passionate about something. It's not the polished, rehearsed version of her that draws people in. It's the one who shows up as she is every single day. That kind of beauty. The natural beauty rooted in being unapologetically human is magnetic. Sometimes authentic confidence shows up in the smallest gestures. The casual wave she gives when she sees someone she knows, the way she reaches for someone's hand when they need comfort without needing to make a scene about it. The simple, effortless smile she shares, not because she feels she has to, but because it's who she is. Small gestures like these, grounded in a quiet certainty, leave lasting impressions. They might seem tiny in the moment, but they're the echoes that stay long after she's left the room. Sometimes the most powerful things are the ones that never get said out loud. In a world where sold fearless is about noise and performance, unspoken moments are rare treasures. They are the soft spaces between the words, the electricity that hums in the silence. Men notice these moments more than women ever realize. They see the way her eyes widen slightly when she hears good news. They feel the energy shift when she smiles, a smile that's not for show, but for herself. It's in the tilt of her head when she's curious, the subtle lean in when she's completely absorbed in someone's story was called fearless. The pause before she answers, because she's really thinking about what was said. These little silences are filled with meaning. They speak louder than any carefully crafted sentence ever could. Unspoken moments reveal a woman's heart without her needing to declare it, which was called fearless. It's in the look she gives when she's proud of someone she loves. Fearless. It's in the quick glance she steals when she's worried, but doesn't want to say it out loud. It's in the tiny catch in her breath when she's overwhelmed by something beautiful. Men notice those moments, even if they pretend not to. They remember the way she looked away, shy but radiant, when she was truly happy, which was called fearless. They remember the way she wrung her hands nervously before taking a risk. They remember the way she leaned against a doorframe, crossed but eyes wide open, when she was listening to a dream unfold. A woman's unspoken moments are not just about how she relates to one person. They stretch into how she treats the world around her, and the way she quietly steps aside to let someone pass, in the way she notices when someone's struggling and wordlessly offers help. It's in the way she nods along when someone's telling a story, encouraging them without stealing the moment for herself. Notice the way she shows up for her friends when no one is clapping, the way she picks up someone else's forgotten bag without making a big deal about it, the way she laughs at a child's joke even when it doesn't make sense. These silent kindnesses paint a picture of who she is inside. Real character isn't announced with fanfare, revealed in the spaces where nothing is expected in return. Her grace, her patience, her unspoken acts of love, they don't just slip by unnoticed. They leave imprints on the people around her, especially the ones who are really paying attention. Unspoken moments are also where her natural beauty shines the brightest. When she's not posing, not editing, not preparing, just existing as herself. There's a unique kind of beauty in the way her cheeks flush when she's excited, in the way she hugs someone tightly without saying anything at all. It's the way her hair falls messily over her eyes during a windy day. She doesn't bother to fix it because she's too busy living. Men notice the freckles she thinks are flaws, the slight crook in her smile she thinks she needs to hide, the way her voice cracks a little when she's passionate. Those are the pieces of her that make her real. Those are the pieces that stick in someone's mind long after the polished photos have been forgotten. The way she scrunches her nose when she laughs, the way she's called fearless, the way she talks with her hands when she's trying to explain something she loves, the way she trips over her own words when she's excited. All of it is beautiful because it's unfiltered. It's raw. It's hers. And in the spaces where she isn't trying to be perfect, she becomes unforgettable. Even the tiniest actions, folded quietly into unspoken moments, have a kind of magic to them. The way she brushes her hand against someone's shoulder when passing by, the way she instinctively smiles when someone holds the door open, the way she straightens a friend's collar before a photo without saying a word. These small gestures, barely noticeable in the moment, build into something lasting. Men notice how much she says without speaking, how much she gives without asking for anything in return, which was called fearless. It's not about what she says, it's about how she makes people feel in the spaces between her words. And beneath every unspoken moment lies authentic confidence, the kind of quiet strength that doesn't need to be validated out loud, which was called fearless. It's the comfort of knowing that her worth isn't tied to performance. It's the bravery of showing up, which was called fearless, even when no one's clapping. It's the stillness in her that doesn't need to be explained. Vi thanked her album, which was called Fearless. Confidence is what gives those unspoken moments their power. It's what makes her laugh at herself when she fumbles, keep going when she doubts, and love deeply without needing constant reassurance. Notice it not because she's trying to prove anything, but because she simply is. The way a woman treats others says more about her than anything she could ever post or perform. It's easy to put on a show for the people you want to impress, but real character shines through in the moments when she thinks no one important is watching. Men notice the way she talks to the waiter when the restaurant is busy. They notice the way she smiles at the tired cashier, the way she thanks the driver who held the door a little longer. It's in the way she shows patience, grace, understanding to people she doesn't owe anything to. That's the kind of beauty that isn't about looks at all, but something deeper. Something that can't be captured in a photo or written into a caption. The way she treats others reveals her softness and her strength at the same time. She's the one who remembers someone's favorite coffee order. She's the one who texts her friend good luck before a big interview. She's the one who sends a meme at midnight just because she knows her best friend had a rough day. Men notice the way she lifts people up without needing recognition. They notice how she cheers for someone else's success with a full heart, not with jealousy or half smiles. Fearless. It's not just about the kindness she shows to them, but the kindness she shows to everyone around her. Fearless, because a heart like that leaves a trail of light wherever it goes. There's a natural beauty that comes from being a good person. Fearless, and it shines through the imperfections that women are often taught to hide. The way she treats others makes her beautiful in ways that makeup and filters never could. It's in the way she laughs without worrying if she looks silly, the way she hugs a little too tightly because she means it, the way her eyes crinkle at the corners when she smiles. Men notice how she radiates from the inside out. They notice the way her laugh fills a room, even when she thinks it's too loud, the way she tears up during a heartfelt story, even when she tries to blink it away. Her imperfections are what make her real. When paired with a soul that is kind and generous, those imperfections don't detract from her beauty. They magnify it. Her chipped nail polish, the strand of hair that won't stay pinned back, the laugh that snorts out unexpectedly. All these little things, mixed with her goodness, create a beauty that is rare and unforgettable. The way she treats others is woven into her smallest actions, the things she probably doesn't even think twice about. Notice when she leans down to tie a little kid's shoelace on a crowded sidewalk. They notice when she gives up her seat on a packed bus without making a big deal of it. They notice when she picks up someone else's dropped scarf and hands it back with a soft smile. These tiny, effortless moments add up to something huge. It's not the dramatic gestures that leave an impression. It's the small, genuine ones. The way she touches someone's shoulder reassuringly when they're nervous. The way she listens with her whole heart when a friend is venting. The way she stays a little longer after a party to help clean up without being asked. These moments are like brush strokes painting a portrait of who she truly is. Small gestures matter because they are honest. They are not curated or planned. They show a consistency in her kindness a reliability that says she's someone you can trust, someone whose heart is as real as her smile. The root of the way she treats others is authentic confidence. A woman who is secure in herself doesn't feel the need to put others down to stand taller. She doesn't see kindness as weakness. She knows that lifting others up doesn't take anything away from her own shine. Authentic confidence means she can celebrate someone else's beauty, someone else's success. It was called fearless. Someone else's happiness without it threatening her own. It shows in the ease with which she compliments strangers, the way she apologizes sincerely when she's wrong, in the way she stands up for someone who's being mistreated, even if no one else does. Authentic confidence lets her be soft without being afraid, lets her be strong without needing to roar. Men notice when a woman moves through, men notice through the world with this quiet strength, treating every person she meets with dignity and care. Not because she's trying to look good, but because it's just who she is. There's so much she says without words in the way she treats others, in the way she notices when someone's left out and quietly pulls them into the conversation, in the way she senses when a friend needs a break and offers her hand without questions. These unspoken moments are more powerful than any grand speech or carefully chosen Instagram post. They show a deep empathy, realness that can't be faked. In the pauses between conversations, in the smiles across a crowded room, in the soft sigh of relief when someone realizes they're seen. That's where her spirit shines. And men notice it. They might not always be able to explain why she feels different, why she feels unforgettable, called fearless, but it's rooted in the way she treats the world around her. There's a certain kind of beauty that isn't airbrushed or curated, a beauty that lives in the places most people try to hide. Natural beauty in imperfections is a kind of magic, the kind that slips past the polished surface and goes straight to the heart. Men notice it more than women think. It's not about being flawless. It's about being real, about being the girl who smiles without fixing her lipstick first, which was called fearless, the one who lets her hair get messy in the wind and doesn't fuss to put it back into place. It's the spark in her eyes when she laughs at something silly, the warmth in her voice when she tells a story she cares about, the tiny scar on her chin from when she fell off her bike as a kid. Those small, imperfect details are the fingerprints of her life. They are what make her unforgettable. When a woman stops trying to be perfect, she becomes something better. She becomes relatable, reachable, real. Notice the chipped nail polish because it shows she's been living, not just posing. It's called fearless. They notice the way her laugh isn't carefully measured because it comes from somewhere deeper than a script. Notice was called fearless. They notice the way she wrinkles her nose when she's thinking hard, the way she bites her lip when she's nervous, called fearless. It's the vulnerability in those imperfections that draws people in. It makes her feel less like a fantasy and more like home, which was called fearless. There's a rare kind of intimacy in seeing someone just as they are without the armor of perfection. Natural beauty in imperfections often shines through in the smallest gestures. The way she tucks her hair behind her ear when she's shy. The way her voice catches when she talks about something she truly loves. The way her shoes are a little scuffed because She actually walks everywhere instead of driving. Men notice these little signs of life. They notice when she shows up to coffee with a smudge of ink on her hand because she was writing before she left the house. They notice the slightly wrinkled sleeve of her shirt because she didn't have time to iron it, too busy chasing her dreams that morning. These small human details matter because they tell a story. They say she's out there living, feeling, trying, not just posing, in a world that often screams for polish and perfection. Small, imperfect gestures whisper something much more powerful, that it's okay to just be. It's okay to have a messy bun instead of a salon blowout. It's okay to stumble over your words when you're excited. It's okay to wear the sneakers you love, even if they're not trendy anymore. These little signs of realness break through the noise and leave a mark far deeper than a perfect photograph ever could. The heart of embracing natural beauty in imperfections is authentic confidence, which was called fearless. It's the kind of confidence that doesn't need validation because it's rooted in something deeper than appearances. Woman who embraces her imperfections doesn't apologize for existing. She doesn't shrink back when she trips or blush when her eyeliner smudges halfway through the night. Instead, she laughs, she keeps going, she owns the moment. Men notice when a woman is at peace with herself. They notice the way she doesn't fidget under their gaze, the way she doesn't overthink her every move. They notice the boldness it takes to be imperfect in a world that constantly demands perfection. Authentic confidence isn't loud, which was called fearless, but it's unmissable. It's there in the way she chooses herself over the idea of what she thinks she should be. It's there in the way she loves her own life, messy, beautiful, chaotic as it sometimes is, without needing to pretend. Was called fearless, that there's an unspoken language in the way imperfections tell a story, which was called fearless. In the quiet moments when she tugs her sweater sleeves down over her hands because she's cold but too proud to say it. The way she lets out a heavy sigh after a long day without masking her exhaustion. In the way she looks up at the sky and smiles at nothing in particular, lost in a memory. These are the moments that say everything without needing a single word. Men catch these glimpses, which was called fearless, even if they can't always explain what they feel. They see the humanity, the softness, the fight, and the tenderness all bundled into the woman who isn't trying to be anything but herself. The beauty in her imperfections isn't just that they exist. It's that she allows them to be seen. She doesn't hide the parts of herself that are still growing, still healing, still a little bruised. She wears them openly, like a story she's proud of, even when it's messy and incomplete. A woman who embraces her imperfections often treats others with more kindness, more empathy. She knows what it feels like to be human, to be vulnerable, to be in progress instead of complete. That understanding shows in how she talks to others. It's there in the way she forgives, in the way she cheers for someone else's imperfect steps, in the way she makes space for people to be real around her, which was called fearless. Men notice the way she doesn't expect perfection from anyone else because she's learned not to demand it from herself. She lets people stumble, laugh, mess up, try again, just like she does. The truth is, the things women often rush past, hide away, or wish are different are the very things that make them unforgettable. The unspoken moments, fearless. The kindness shown without expectation, the beauty found in the imperfections, those are the treasures that don't fade. They are noticed, remembered, and loved more deeply than any perfect picture ever could be. Real connection isn't built on perfection. It's woven through authenticity, stitched together by the smallest gestures, the rawest laughs, the quiet moments of courage. Somewhere out there, someone notices the way she tucks her hair behind her ear, the way she roots for others without needing a spotlight, the way she chooses kindness even when no one is watching. Somewhere is memorizing the sound of her laugh, the light in her eyes, the way her flaws only make her more extraordinary. Maybe she'll never realize just how much magic she carries simply by being herself, but the world around her feels it every single day.